Alright, so welcome back everybody to the continuing adventures of the mighty MP6. Nice to be back with you after a couple of weeks of real life getting in the way of the end. How dare it?
I know, right?
So where we left off last week, you had successfully saved both the king and the queen from attacks from your old buddy Zayn Sangrey, who unfortunately got away, but you did manage to save the king, even though the queen did require a revivify spell. And a way of thanking you, they give you a whole bunch of gold for literally saving their lives. You've got a lot of respect from Uthodurn as well. And they, joined you at a local tavern and explained that the thing that Zayn Sangrey seemed to be most interested in was the crown of this queen, which isn't very ostentatious. There's not rubies in it, there's not diamonds. It's just a pale purple metal thing that she explained was something called mithril. And she explained how there's a few other bits and pieces in there as well that makes it even more precious than mithril. She was literally wearing a fortune on her head. And somehow Zayn Sangrey wanted this, and he took it, and he teleported off. Now, you gathered together at the local tavern, they'd, hanging out, and before you knew what was what, two people who were disguised as waitstaff just did absolute number on poor old Connell. Now, me and Connell were chatting just a little bit afterhand, because as we know, it's pretty late already in Connell land. And he did actually have a contingency spell prepared for when he took a large amount of damage. Do you want to explain exactly how that works, Connell?
Yeah, so it goes off automatically, and it will dimension door me to the safest spot where I can still see the party. So far away as possible, but I can still see everybody. I didn't want to let me way away from you guys.
So under what condition? If you took like half?
I took, I think we took down to below a third. I think.
Okay, well you were below.
I don't remember. It's been months.
I did the math just previously while I was setting things up, and you're at 102 maximum hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Scrolling up, remember it did hit with a natural 20, which was part of the problem.
Yeah, no, 35, I think, right?
Yeah, it did 74 points of damage.
Yeah.
So
naturally
28.
28, okay.
Yep. Which I've recorded on your token there. Now, the furthest point away from the party that I think to the right would bamf you over into this corner of the tab.
Okay.
Okay, now notice you're not in initiative order, Mr. Connell, so if you could roll that,
Right.
that would be great.
Yep.
Wow.
They have it selected apparently, but 19.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe.
That's relatively good. Roll me a d6, Connell. You probably want to roll high. A d6.
There you go. It's high.
So, So, as these monks just whoosh, the first one lands a massive blow on Connell, and then Connell, as a reflex, bamps across into the far corner. The monk that just attacked you, they're both. The first monk hits you. The second monk was trying to hit you, but you vamped away. This is their surprise round. So this monk who didn't hit you is going to dash over here, get right up next to you, but is unable to attack. So that's both their turns. Bam! the guy sees you bamf into a corner and disappears far away from you. Now, Connor, the second monk, this is why it's lucky for you, because this is the monk that in effect already hits you, which is why he hit you roll the d6. But he's going to try and punch you. Actually, yes, it's going to take its unarmed and just whack you right in the face. Only 27. I assume that's going to hit.
Yeah, I'm easy to hit.
Yeah, make me. Oh well, actually, before that even happens, I believe you need to make me a wisdom saving throw.
I do. It needs to be better than 16.
Okay.
Which it was. Wow. Okay.
Yes. So Connor remains Connor. Punches you in the face for 8 points of damage, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, let me get both things in here. 8 points of damage.
Yep.
And then con save.
Okay, so it punches you right on the side of the temple, and you feel yourself swaying, but Connor was stronger than that. But it comes back with a second unarmed strike, hitting again for another 6 points of damage. Connor,
Okay.
make me another con save.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. These two numbers here.
Can I chrono shift that one? As a reaction? It's a surprise round, so. Yeah. I can't, damn it. I'm not chrono shifting anymore. I'm sorry, I can't do that anymore.
Yes.
Old habits.
Now, 14 does not do it. And
Okay.
it does get you in the temple this time, and you're stunned. You don't know what the hell's going on. And just for a extra thing, she's going to take one last hit at you at advantage. Another 22, another 6 points of radiant damage. Are you still up, Connor?
Barely.
Okay, so that was its turn. Connor, you're stunned. It will be one round of stun effectively. Orin, the last week you were leaning against the thing, taking a deep breath. Should be gone.
So I'm gonna stand up and see that happening. Cast polymorph on Connell and turn him into a mammoth.
Inside of a tavern,
Yep.
that's awesome.
By mammoth, you mean hit point tank?
Yup.
This poor tavern.
Oh yeah, this
We'll pay
tavern
for it.
is about
We'll
to
pay for it.
explode.
Everybody out, we'll pay for it. The crown will pay for it.
Let's get a mammoth.
And then I'm gonna move right next to the mammoth basically. Now I know the mammoth is gonna take up like 4 squares, right? So I don't know exactly how that's gonna work. But I'm just trying to be close enough. I'm just trying to be close enough to where I can. Dang, that's 6 squares. Okay. I wanted to try and get next to him so that way he has advantage on attacks with flanking, basically. But I don't know how I'm going to do that with how big he just got.
Okay.
He's literally like consuming the monk.
You're lucky I'm from Lirengorn and I'm by like I've seen these before. Being at the Neverfields.
So we're going to have the monk we're just going to have shoved over here. Connor, we'll just put you off to the side there, as in real Connor. I'm going to say the mammoth is still stunned though.
Okay.
You're still stunned. And I believe that's a concentration spell, Orin, so we'll put that on you.
Yep,
Nice.
and then I'm gonna stand right here.
Okay. Okay, so Torin, you see the stunned form of Connell, bones breaking, form shifting into this massive mammoth. You expect a roar, but it's not doing anything. It's just staring. Okay, is that your turn, Torin?
Yep, that is my turn.
Okay. The second monk, who did not hit Connell, who still has this dagger drawn, dripping with poison, sees the mammoth, turns around, looks at Egan and says, "You!" Comes around here, hobbling past Kara, and comes down hard with a dagger right at the heart of it.
Miss.
17. Is it 17 hit?
Miss.
Okay. Take a second swing with a dagger. 26, I assume, hit.
26.
7 points of damage. How's your poison resistance here, bud?
I'm immune.
This person, of course, didn't do this, so you did not take 41 points of damage. But sticks a dagger into his side. Now burn. And pulls it up, and he sees that your body is almost just expelling the poison. And it growls. It comes back and tries to punch you right in the face. Oh, that does it. For 7 points of radiant damage, and can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Oh boy.
Right in the temple, sway back and forth. You are stunned as well. Just going to risk the attack of opportunity for Mara. Tumble back onto this table once again. Going to take that attack of opportunity, Mara?
Yeah, I can only do like a physical attack, correct? Yeah.
Unless you have, there's a feat that you can do.
Warcaster.
Unless you have
Yeah.
Warcaster, yeah. What?
Nope. Well, I have. Oh, that might actually hit.
It does not. The monk just sways out of the way to the other style.
Okay,
Could it
just
take
I
the
just want to see.
It does tumble out the way. No damage done. So it avoids a 2 bludgeoning. that could have been the game changer. With Mara, you see Egan just thunk. She's swaying. It's not with it. What does Mara do?
And it only seems to be these two people that are, just taking a look around the room really quickly. It's just these two people that are attacking us. Okay, that I can do. At advantage, I think, because of the shield thingy.
Yep.
Like you need
Yep.
advantage on this engine.
I'll take it.
You look around, the king and the queen are panicked, everyone else is panicked, they're looking for a way out of here. And nothing more, they've almost assassinated Connell. And now there's a woolly mammoth. You think the only 2 combatants in this tavern are these 2 monks.
Just in the meantime, I'm going to try to cast Banishment on the one up here.
Hey!
Charisma saving throw.
Charisma.
Yeah, Charisma.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
let's not.
Monk over here.
Charismatic monk. Wow.
But I am kind of gonna move over here, just in between, and that'll be Mara's turn.
As you cast banishment, the monk just turns towards you, waggles a little finger. Mara 2.0.
A 2.0. Geez, Mara 2.0 can't really do a lot right now. Mara 2.0 is going to, I guess the only attack thing she can do is, I'll cast, Confusion.
Okay, that'll be on one person, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, what's confusion?
It is this.
Wisdom save. Okay. Wow. Which one was it?
The top one.
Top one?
Yeah, because it would be the only one that I could get in the circle without it
Okay.
touching somebody else.
So top one is confused, and Mara 2 is concentrated.
Yes.
Okay, nice. The monk starts wagging its rings and ooh, look at the pretty finger. Ooh. Not quite with it. Egan, you're stunned.
Can I say anything while stunned, or I'm just stunned?
It says you can speak Ultraman, I think.
Okay, I just scream out to the group as best as I could, basically. Assassins, keep one alive.
Is this the assassins keep one alive? We'll find out. Huh. This commoner does a very odd thing, but just dashes and crashes through this window down to the other side, almost bleeding himself out. The rest of the commoners go through the window, figuring this guy, if he wants to break through the window, he can. This one panics and comes over to this table. This one hides behind this one. This one, they're all, the rest of them are kind of hiding underneath the tables, hoping things go well. Let's see. These two are also hiding under the tables, these two here. Caspian!
That's me. I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna cast. I just want the info. I'm gonna cast Blight on this guy.
Okay. Now, he's stunned. He still gets his constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Does he take half damage?
Yeah, half damage.
No, it'd be 20.
Oh, sorry, that was supposed to be right. Yeah, so while he's swaying away, you see bits of his flesh start rotting. And like most monks, he's wearing robes and not much else. You know, arms, part of his legs exposed, so rotting. And some of the exposed skin. Okay, great. Caspian. It's your turn.
Yep, that's my turn.
Indra.
I'm gonna move right here. And as a bonus action, I'm gonna transform my greatsword into its scythe form.
Nice.
And then as an action, I am going to cast... just had it open. This Unearthed Arcana spell. Oh, jeez. This. So on this guy, and it's an intelligence saving throw, DC 18. Fuck yeah!
Nice.
So he takes 37 total, and he's incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Nice, dude.
He's nice.
I'm having you on this poor confused guy.
So when they're incapacitated, do they get disadvantage on saving throws and stuff?
No, I don't know.
I didn't know. I was just double checking.
Incapacitated creature can't take action on its reactions. This guy here confusion as well. Okay, scared. So yeah, psychic glance. So he's incapacitated until the next round. Yeah, paralyzed is the all incapacitated users can't take actions or reactions. Which is good. Injure, nice. Cycle lance. Oomph. The intelligence saving throw, the really used one, that's I think he's worse at. And when does he stay incapacitated? Until the start of your next turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's incapacitated. Can't take an action or a reaction. Did you take this move?
Oh, maybe.
If his confusion allows it.
Oh no, I didn't
That's
hit
the
the
other
confused one. I hit the one.
Oh,
that's-
okay. I apologize. Gotcha.
That would
You should be able to, yeah.
Not so tough now.
Connell begs to differ.
take a Torrent. You may have taken that opportunity. One or you may not.
Right.
Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this man with Devil's Bane.
So that's a 22 to hit. 22 hits. Oh,
Perfect.
needs to make a saving throw. Saving throw. 17, so makes it. It is not stunned. Do you have the Warcast effect time?
I do not.
How are you doing that on a reaction?
No, that's the name of his mace.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the name of your mace. Oh, sorry. It sounded like a spell for some reason.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's right. So you whack him. He takes.
So it should do 23 points of damage. And then I think it allows me to, like if I want, I can use a charge, one charge, to do Thunderclap on it. Which would do, so he has to make another Constitution saving throw or be stunned.
Okay. Alright, another con save.
Oh, natural 20, nice. Okay, and then each creature within range other than you must succeed on a Constitution. Okay, so he doesn't take any damage either. So there's just a big bloom of electricity, I guess.
So, Mammoth, make me a con saving throw, please.
With Connell's con or the Mammoth con?
The Mammoth's con, make more sense.
Yep.
Actually, a lot better, it's like.
So
Not
you're
good roll,
double stun.
Cool.
Alright,
Well, you're already stunned, so they'll go away. You do take 1d6 worth of damage, though, so hold on a second.
Actually, it's 3d6.
Who? What?
So it's only if I expend more spells, it should be only 1d6 for me.
It says the spell's damage increases by 1d6 when you reach 11th level. 3d6.
Oh, cool. I did not know that. So 7 points of damage.
nice low roll, so not too bad. Stunned. To the end of Oren's turn. Well, incapacitated. He can't take actions. Oh, that was his turn anyway. Yeah. Connell,
Yeah.
you are not stunned, but now you are stunned. So that would have faded. That was all an opportunity. That's Connell. Now, Torrin, it's your actual turn. That was just your reaction.
Yep. So now I'm gonna follow him, and I'm gonna cast Contagion on him.
Technically, at the end of your turn, is incapacitated states fall off. You are stunned, Connell. You would have been unstunned, but Connell restunned you.
Oh, so he loses 2 turns? I thought on his next... I thought at the end of his turn it goes away.
It says at the end of your turn.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Sorry. At least you're still alive, bro. I was trying to stay.
I'm alive, man. I'm good. I'm alive. I've got kind of this cushy math around, kind of surrounding me. I'm feeling pretty good. Not only am I alive, instead of having 8 hit points, I have 126. So I'm grateful. I have no problems whatsoever. You guys go ahead and finish them off.
It says it must make a DC 17 con save throw will be stunned. Does it say when until?
So it says so I automatically inflict you with disease. So you have disadvantage on
Hold on.
any of your.
I'm just trying to work out Connell's stun condition.
Oh.
Because it says this in the description. It doesn't say until when.
Yeah, I thought it was until the end of their turn.
Tell you what, Connell, make me another concept.
Like I said, I'm so grateful. I don't care. Okay. Oh wait, with the mana. Sorry.
It's 519. I'm gonna say you don't get to act this turn, but you're effectively no longer stunned, but you're still in your turn. Okay. So contagion. Okay. This is one of the tricky ones because it's making a save. So you make a melee attack. So you'll make a melee attack.
Yeah.
It's the first part of contagion.
A natural 1. Unreal.
Yep.
So it doesn't hit. Cool. Then that's all I'm gonna do. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. So the monk,
Actually, can I re-roll that with my lucky?
you can.
There we go, bud. No, there we go, bud.
20.
Okay, so you hit. This guy is not a demon. So how much damage does it take to take all that damage?
30 plus 16.
Okay, so
46 points of damage. And yeah, he's not a demon though, right? Oh, okay, so he doesn't instantly die. That sucks. But oh well.
and he needs to make a con save.
So basically, if he fails 3 con saves, then I get to apply like one of those like weird ones, like the Slimy Doom, or any of the other stuff. But he's just poison effectively, so he just has disadvantage on attacks and stuff.
No, he doesn't, because he's immune to poison.
Ew.
Oh.
Just let the man use his spell.
Classic monks.
Okay, so the second monk, what's the save for confusion, Mara? Wisdom?
For confusion. That's up here. I believe so, yes. Yep, it's wisdom.
Okay, so he passes his wisdom save, so he's just going to get 1 round of what does he roll? D8?
He rolls a D10. What did he get? 4. So 2 to 6. The creature doesn't move or take actions this turn.
Alright. The confusion fades. It's no longer confused, but it does waste a turn doing nothing. Alright.
Okay, Mara is... I don't know if I can hit this guy properly. I'm just going to Guiding Bolt. Level... 2. That's so sad.
This guy?
Yeah.
6 hits.
Yeah.
Damage. 9. 6 is a great job. Mara, 2.0.
Mara 2.0 is going to.
Also guiding.
Yeah, who knows from that from spell slots.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot left in. Yeah, she's gonna do the same thing. Guiding bolt, level 3.
Okay, great advantage. Yep, that hits. Okay, and blows once again for the next person. Egan?
My stun ended at the end of his turn.
Ah, yes, you are right. So you are not stunned. What do you do?
It's my turn now.
So advantage, are you going to punch him or?
Yes. Well, he's still pretty fresh from watching him, so he's gonna get a couple dagger strikes of his own.
Alright.
28 on the first one.
Hits.
Uh, Terrible.
No,
18.
still won't fly yet, 18.
and then I will stunning strike.
Ooh, it fails.
Yeah.
That is a fail. 17.
This poor guy.
And then, alright, now everything's at advantage. And I will double unarmed strike him for flurry of blows.
Yep. All of it.
And if he is there with this flurry of blows, it would be for non-lethal, but I don't think he's down yet. Yeah.
Swaying like a punch-drunk fighter, but he's still up. It's your turn, Egan?
Yes, that is my turn.
And commoners. So all of these guys just take off. I jump through the window. He's bleeding out a little bit, but he doesn't care. He's waiting in their cases. And the rest of them cower behind tables. But the queen. Go into this corner and know that Mara's in front of him, so they should be safe. It's Ian.
How's this guy looking?
Rough. And you see
He's
Ian
looking-
just laying into him. He's bleeding. He's swaying. Looking pretty bad. Like they're both looking pretty bad.
Okay. I'll come up. And I will shillelagh smack this guy with my staff.
It will be at advantage because he is stunned.
For non-lethal.
Okay. Hits.
Nice.
Once again, he is on the rope and he is swaying. But he is not down.
Damn it! That's all I can do. I was hoping he was lower.
So, the shillelagh, once again, very punch-drunk fighter. Injure after mind slaying these guys, but last round, what do you do?
Bonus action, I'm gonna Spirit Shroud. And then I'm just gonna run up and attack this guy. 2d8.
Don't kill him.
Yes, I'm not gonna kill him.
He's a paladin, he would never.
Oh, yeah.
definitely not
Oh. Oh, well, it is at advantage because
Oh, it is an advantage.
So I'm gonna roll that again. So that doesn't even hit.
You're on a 1 and a 5. Champion.
Okay. The second attack.
Still at
Oh my gosh.
Ow.
Well, he's not going anywhere.
He wants to live.
Turns out he's a monk of a drunken style monk, so when you hit him he's swaying. Looks like an idiot, but he just dodges your blows.
How unprofessional.
That's your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, the one in front of you. No longer incapacitated. That's in front of Tom. We're concentrating on polymorph right time.
Yes, sir.
And your AC is 17. Okay, first of all, take 8 points of damage and make me a con save and throw DC 10 to maintain the polymorph. Mr. John. Okay. A punch. 7 radiant and another con save.
And yeah.
What's the +4 from?
Thinks it's bless.
You're blessed.
I don't have a check though. Just ignore the bless. I'm just gonna do lucky and re-roll that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, one more try. Misses.
And you missed.
So it's really hoping the concentration would break. He knew he was going to step over the wind over to this guy and finish off Connell. So
Well,
count
he's
yourself
actually
lucky, Connell. Okay, Connell, you are a mammoth form. What do you do?
I'm still stunned, or?
Nope, stun is off. Now,
Alright.
with polymorph, you have the mind of a mammoth.
Is that right? Okay.
Yep. I think
Well-
the way it goes, if Hespian polymorphed himself, then he would have the mind of a mammoth because he's a druid. Otherwise, he'd have the mind of a mammoth.
What's the F of the mammoth doing here?
Destroy.
I guess the one that hit me, right?
It says you get to retain your alignment and personality though.
Well, I mean, the thing that hit me, so I'm going to attack. He hit me like 5 times. Even it's not even mammoth though. As a person hit me.
Makes sense
Wow.
if you're a mammoth or you're
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, how do I do that through Torin? I'm gonna go over Torin, I guess.
Yeah, I mean you're
Just,
bigger than me. You could technically step right
Right on
over.
top of you, right?
Yeah.
Crush the whole bar.
And then
Oh,
yeah,
wow,
right.
it's
Just tramples over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get a trampling charge apparently. Like 20 feet of movement there. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So that means he needs to do a DC save. 18 strength.
Okay. You're doing a charge attack?
Yeah.
So 18.
Trampling. Yeah.
So was it dexterity or strength?
All right. And then we're going to do. Oh, one second. Hang on. Not prone, so can't do that. So we're going to do the gore attack. What did that do? 26 hit. And then is that all it's got? One attack, I think so.
Okay, so yes,
That's it.
26
Mhm.
does hit, 23 piercing.
Yep, that's it.
But the way it works, back to the symbol, your intelligence hits the floor, so you're not intelligent, but you maintain their personality. So you would have the intelligence of a mammoth, but you have you still funnel, I guess. beneath that.
Gotcha. I mean, somebody hit me, so he still knows he hit me. Didn't know why anymore, so just that I got hit. So he charged the thing that hit him. That's how I rationalize that.
An intelligence check for
For the mammoth. Okie dokie. That's not gonna go well. -4.
Oh, really well. There you go.
Not bad.
Yes.
I rolled 19.
So
I was
through
holding my
your
breath,
mammoth
bro.
brain, you remember a slurring Egan saying, leave one alive. And so you put your foot on it, you kind of smear it across the ground, but it doesn't die. But it is out. It's unconscious.
Alright. Coolness.
No, one of them can die. You can crush him. Go for it.
Yep, so
It worked.
to get with a 19 on the dice. Cool. Current.
So I'm going to take my action to tie this guy up.
Okay, make me a survival check at advantage.
Survival. 23.
That'll be your action.
Yeah, and then can I use my bonus action to cast healing? Actually, no, I'll hold it. Is this guy bleeding out and like almost dying? Or
This guy?
yeah, or does he just look unconscious but not
Just
bleeding?
unconscious. So he's at
Okay,
0
cool.
hit points, but he's not dying.
So he's stabilized basically.
Stabilized, yeah. That's what you get with normal.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna stand guard over him to make sure like he doesn't wake up or anything.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn.
Okay, so this guy here is stunned. He's going to be stunned until the end of...
My turn.
Alright, so still stunned. Yep, Mara.
We're doing non-lethal. She's gonna walk up and smack him with her mace, non-lethally.
At advantage.
I hit the ground. I'm hoping, guys. I really am.
You're so good.
That's my turn.
Mara 2.0.
Mara 2.0 is just gonna go over there and make sure that they're all good over there.
Oh, good.
And that's their turn.
Egan.
I will punch this guy.
Okay, and oh, there you go. And I'll assume that is not lethally.
Yes, but as soon as he hits the ground, if this does knock him out,
That's
I will yell to the other side. You have him?
Yes, we got him.
You see, I don't remember. I can't say anything. So
And then I'm going to drop my concentration on Connell, so he goes back in.
Is yours alive? Even more?
Is yours alive?
Yeah. We only need one. And keeping both alive is dangerous.
well. Yeah. It didn't go quite as I planned. I'm going to do the hit and run and get the hell out of there. But Connell, thanks to his careful preparation, managed to survive that. With 8 points.
barely.
Good job, Connell.
He's on his knees with blood coming down off his face. All the hit points that hit the. His face fight with Rockies right now.
Queen, seeing that the situation is under control, and they come out from protection of Mara and they say, the king says, What the hell is going on here? Who are these people?
Someone hired assassins to kill Connell.
So does Connell use his passive investigation? I can do an investigation check. Can I tell where the clothes are from? Can I recognize the assassins at all?
They dress in simple robes. It doesn't appear to be.
No location specific at all. Nothing about them I can tell where they're from.
No. The king does turn to Egan though. What do you mean they're paid assassins? How would you know? What's going on here?
Whoever... They were trained at the same monastery where I was raised.
Oh,
What?
great.
We
know
need
these
to get.
people?
I don't know either of them. I only ever knew one person at the monastery, but their fighting style is unmistakable, and we need to get them into complete light as soon as possible. No shadows.
Guess like the Maras can go on like either side and both cast light, so that they're lighted up from either side.
And I'm
Do
going
you
to
wanna
carry mine
gather
over
up the
here
other
with
guy?
next to him and put him up here.
Yeah. Can we get some assistance for?
Kyle goes down. He's gonna go behind the bar. He's grab a whiskey. He's have a seat and pour a drink.
Won't your light cast a shadow, Mara?
That's why
It
they're
has
on
to
either
be-
side.
Won't it cast two shadows then?
They have to be in dim
Kind of.
light. They have to be in dim light to get out. You just need to keep them lit, just like this trick I do.
I would heal you, Connell, but I'm completely out of healing spells now.
Caspian's gonna heal him.
Oh, cool.
So, and Connor raises his drink to Torin and thank you and downs it.
No problem, brother. Anytime. I know you do the same for me.
Absolutely.
You get 30 health points.
So, several problems. First of which being,
Right?
this is probably the first time, as far as I know, that anyone from my monastery has ever failed in a mission. So, next time, there's going to be a lot more of them. Next problem, were they only after Connell, or were they after more of us?
You can make an
Well-
insight check, Egan. And just Egan, make me an insight check. Was it a hit on Connell or was it a hit on the MP6? Not sure.
No.
The facts of the matter is their first two attacks were against Connell. But you don't know whether it was like divide and conquer type of thing. Take out one and take out another. You're not sure.
They both tied up.
Oh, I don't have any rope. I can't. My rope was used.
Yep, I'm using mine right now, so I can't.
I believe I have rope. Let me double check. Yep, I have rope. Somebody use this rope.
So whoever's using Mara's rope, make me a survival check at advantage.
I'll take that, if you don't mind, Mara.
And I will help you.
21. Okay. So looking at the knots, you're both fairly unsure. I mean, that they are monks. Monks tend to be good at breaking bonds, but these are tied very fastly. And they're on the ground, and they're not moving. You hear shallow breaths from them.
Do we have? Connell? Can you cast force cage around them? And then we can wake them up and interrogate them.
Well, maybe not in the bar here, in plain view of everybody, but I do agree. Also,
I need a rest. Sorry.
Yeah. I think maybe our conversation with the king and queen is maybe done at this point. Do you happen to have like a place where we could go talk to these people where it's maybe a little bit more private?
Well, I can think of no better place than the Uthadern's prisons. We can throw them down at the deepest, darkest dungeon. And,
No,
several guards on them.
Not dark.
Yeah, we need
I have-
your deepest, darkest, or deepest, lightest dungeon you have.
I have an idea on how we can interrogate them in the light.
Yeah.
Because I can cast Wall of Light, and it has a duration of 10 minutes. I can just surround us. So it's just light coming from everywhere. and then I can scare them and intimidate them into talking.
And I will say that you can feel free to disagree with me, guys, but we need they won't live through the night. If we let them go, they will return with their friends, and there will just be 2 more monks to deal with, assassins to deal with later. These are not the, oh, maybe they'll change their way type of people.
How do contracts work with your people?
I don't know the exact details. That was not information that was shared with me. I'm not an assassin from this monastery. I was simply raised there and trained in their ways. But as far as I know, they've never failed the mission, and they will keep coming until they succeed at what they've been paid for, and there is no stopping them any other way.
Will they tell us who contracted, who was their payer, their client?
They are not supposed to, but every person has their breaking point. Whether these 2 have ones we are willing to reach is up to us and them, I suppose.
What will they do if they succeed?
If they succeed, whatever their contract, once their contract is fulfilled, we will never see them again.
How do they have to bring back proof they succeeded at all?
I would not know that.
Because we have modified memory.
My guess is whoever hired them, if they discovered that we were, or Connell, whoever the target was still alive, and contacted the monastery again, the force we would be met with, it would be every single member of the monastery.
Okay.
They would also probably check. They're smart. I mean, my master was very smart. I don't know if she's still there, but...
Can you think of any reasons why your master would want to kill Connell of all people?
It's a contract. And it's not... I don't know if she is still part of the monastery.
I just thought monks had honor.
To assassin.
Monks have a code, and some are honorable and some are not, I suppose. But these men and women of monastery, they are dedicated to one thing and one thing only, being the best assassins in the world.
Well, that didn't go very well.
Luckily.
That was by chance. If they had targeted any other one of us.
True, but I feel like everybody else here would have also just beaten the crap out of him.
The king pipes up. Well, this is all well and good, but the bar's been destroyed. Let's not mix words about it. Having a giant mammoth running through one of our taverns is not good. But the crown effectively will carry the cost. But what are you going to do with these monks? They can't stay here. I mean, you're right.
You're right.
If darkness is their strength and our deepest dungeons aren't good, I am open to suggestions here, but they cannot stay here in this tavern. It's ridiculous.
As long as we keep them lit, we can take them to the dungeon. It just needs to be a constant bathing of light.
So what would happen if they were in darkness? Will they escape? I don't understand.
If Egan would just find a shadow away from the Maras. He'd walk over here or wherever, and just disappear and
Where'd you
show
go?
And then he'd shadow step and show up right behind him and pop out of the shadow.
So they can hide in the darkness, which isn't a concern in a dungeon, but if they can step through the shadows themselves, then that is a concern.
Shadows are a gateway from one place to another.
This has been quite the day. Once again, I am
The only thing more delicious than your
open
feet.
to suggestions.
Then I'm going to
Well,
prepare.
I do think we should kill one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
So I mean, they're not gonna talk
Okay,
about one of their.
okay,
One of their. Okay.
Catch a
If-
dragon.
If we're gonna kill them after questioning, we might as well just question them here.
Can we not do this in some random bar?
Yeah.
This is what I'm
Let's
saying.
check.
Some-
We should search them.
They're rewarding.
Maybe they
Okay,
got
let's-
notes on them or something.
Yeah, let's
Take
completely
them.
disarm them. I agree.
Oh yeah, I
And
would
let's
like
slowly
to
start
Literally?
moving them.
knife.
No, not literally.
disarm them, because their body is a weapon. Mara.
He's not wrong.
It's easy enough to get the darts, the quarterstaff, and the daggers off them. The few shots they did get in with their fists, their fists are weapons as well. So there is that. Apart from that, they don't have anything on. I mean, you give them a thorough search, hoping to see, a contract with, maybe Connells, maybe the MP6s themselves on top of it. We don't see anything. I can't ask.
Let's just
again,
cut their hands off.
Where are you taking them?
Let's take them to the dungeon and just keep them lit.
Just for right now.
Okay, so the king and queen lead you through Uthodurn. Uthadurn's still very much under repair. People are patting you on your back as you go, and looking strangely at these two robed figures being dragged, carried. I don't know how you're moving them through the streets. And on the lower level, where this whole, where the major battle happened, there's a cell block there. And of course, being the king and the queen, they get easy enough entry to it. And they're taken down into one of the lower levels, which is dank and dark. The two monks are thrown inside, and the door locked.
On the way.
Any other variation you want? Sorry, yes.
Oh, I was just gonna say on the way down, whatever every gate guard set of guards or single guard set of guards, I would instruct them to make sure that they closely inspect anyone, including king and queen. Not physically touch, but closely inspect anyone who comes through in the next few hours.
I say let's crush their hands.
What?
And I pull out my maul.
Wait,
You can't
wait,
punch
wait.
something if they're little jello balls, right?
They
was
got
just talking to the
legs.
guards. But
Do
yeah,
you still
then-
have channel divinity, Mara?
Yes, yeah, I think I do on one of the Maras. Let me double check. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Also, in the meantime, Mara is also casting light on absolutely everything else that these monks have been left with, including the walls in each one of the bars in this little prison thingy.
It's a very lit up.
So,
Area.
are we keeping one of them alive or both of them alive?
Well, we can question them both. Maybe one will be weaker than the other. I mean, this is not going... If anyone is uncomfortable with things getting rough with these men, I suggest they leave, because they will not break easily.
Okay. So before we start interrogating, I'm gonna put my scary face on, and
Ooh.
I'm going to grab a dagger, and then I think I said before, but I have like scars on my eyes. I'm just gonna reopen them and then let it bleed and make myself look all scary.
Oof.
And then I'm just gonna write some like nonsense runes on my arms and then put it on their foreheads to make it look like I cast a spell on them. And then when we do interrogate Mara, I think you should, what's it called, read thoughts or whatever on one of
Yeah.
them. And then I'm going to also cast a wall of light in a circle around us to like up the atmosphere and make it like like you know how like in movies and shit like they have like the spotlight on the person that's being questioned. I want it to look like that, but floodlights all over.
Okay. This jail cell is well lit. With a
Yeah,
light
it is.
spell,
It is
wall of light.
bright.
For at least an hour. The light cantrip.
Does anybody have the ability to make them like have disadvantage for saving throws for wisdom at all?
Does anyone have Zone
Um,
of Truth?
No, but I have Charm Person. They have to make one saving throw, wisdom saving throw.
Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the read thoughts. In fact, you know what? Both Maras are gonna do it. She's almost tapped anyways.
Yeah, she's gonna be puddle of water pretty soon, I think.
Don't say it like that, man. That's
we're
wrong.
gonna need a new model soon.
That's just wrong.
Okay, so wisdom saving throw for surface thoughts, and then
Yeah, on
suggestion
each of them.
as a free.
Yeah.
For free. Okay.
Yes.
Now, just to be clear, as we're going through this interrogation, we're not going to go through this in any gory details. Just a bit of a house rule. We're not going to go into exactly how you extract information from this guy. It's just can get very dark, and I don't want these games to get very dark. So you can say in general what you happened. This picture is pretty dark.
Yep.
So we're not going to go into that. So just give me a general what you're doing. We're going to roll some intimidation rolls, but we're definitely not going to go into the gory details. I know Egan says he's going to do some nasty things. So let's just take it written.
I'm fine.
Can I just do Charm Person on them?
They have information he needs. That's all.
And I mean, you can say you do nasty things, but we're definitely not going to play it out in a blow by blow.
No problem. He will do what it takes to get the information he needs. Let's put it that way.
So light goes up. Indra looks really, really spooky.
Scary. Like a zombie.
Okay, so firstly, these guys are both unconscious in a well-lit room. I could give you a medicine check if someone wants to go in there with them and effectively shake them out of it, but that would require going into the room with them. They are, of course, bound.
I can do it.
Does anyone have enhance ability?
No, but I got a +10 to my medicine check.
Okay, Egan would go in with... he wants them to see him when they wake up.
So Egan goes in and Torrin goes in, and it's a DC 10, I'm going to say, to bring them back, but with your +10 medicine, Torrin, I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. So they both retain consciousness. Immediately, they almost realize what's going on and try and break their bonds. But with a 23 and a 21, for your survival check to tie them up, they both, they look around, realizing they're trapped, and they look around, seeing the light, and they blink a few times, and they're just glaring at Egan, not saying anything.
I'm going to say, I have linked your souls with mine. You will answer my questions and you will answer truthfully. I will know if you're lying. And then he's
I'm
going
gonna
to
cast
brandish
charm
his
person.
sword.
Okay, Indra, make me an intimidation check.
Intimidation
With guidance.
a D4 from guidance. That's a
Hey,
21.
Okay, they have to get a read on them. They might be intimidated, they might be not. They're not really showing any emotion. So you don't know. And sorry,
then-
somebody cast something?
yeah, I wanted to cast charm person on him at 2nd level.
So that would be both of them?
Yeah,
Okay, and yes, we'll get to your read thoughts in just a second. And what save is it? For suggestion? Wisdom?
what? Yeah, it's wisdom.
Ooh.
Once a
Monk.
small grin appears over their face. And you'll
I can do this all day. I could cast it again. This time, just on one of them.
Let's get to read thoughts. So they get to do. Both Maras are casting this.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Yikes.
They got a +10 to their wisdom. That's why.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
Well,
The 20 and 19 does.
yeah, monks, exactly.
Okay. Indra's going to say, "Who was your target?" And then, as he says that, he's going to cast Eldritch Blast on the floor and make like 3 swords appear in front of them, like right at their faces.
Relation check at advantage.
Advantage 24.
Okay. They look back at you in the room.
What? Anyone got some ideas?
Is
What to
one
do?
looking any more or less intimidated than the other, or are they both?
Make an insight check with disadvantage. They're very hard to read.
19.
They both look equally stoic. And turns out you're right, they're hard nut to crack.
Is the telepathic link still up, Connell?
Yeah.
Then in
Even though
my-
you died?
Oh.
Oh, no, you didn't die. No, you didn't die. Yeah, correct.
Mm-mm.
It's not concentration, so I guess it would still be up.
Right.
In the link, Indra will say, "I think we need a show of force to make it clear that we're serious. Should we kill one of them and then threaten the same fate to the other if they don't talk?"
The problem I'm afraid we're facing is that they are not only prepared, but willing to die.
Well, if they fail to get their target, are you saying their life's forfeit anyway, or they'll just come again?
They'll just come again.
Okay.
If they could escape, there is no shame. No shame would be brought to them for surviving an overwhelming force, but they would return for certain.
Okay, then with my last spell slot, I will whisper into the one that I think is more scared. I'm gonna whisper into his ear, get up close, and then I'm going to say, "You're going to tell me everything I want to know." And then, whoops. I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Mhm. That is another wisdom saving throw.
DC 18. Fuck!
Oh my god!
That's
Too
20,
close.
a 19, a 20.
Then,
smiles back at you.
It. If I punch him in the stomach, will he die? Since they're so low on health.
Probably.
Well, if you do any damage to them at all, and generally a punch would be 1 plus your strength modifier with at least 1. Or you could just punch them like choose not to do damage.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. And then I'm going to say enough games. You're gonna answer me now.
I'll
Punch him in the
cast
gut.
I'll cast Thaumaturgy as he does that, just to make the ground shake ominously.
Oh my god.
And I know that Mara's detect thoughts fail, but she does get surface impressions. if we-
No.
No?
No, that's if they fail.
Yeah,
No,
that,
you can't.
that's
if you
specific.
delve- Oh, is this different than the spell?
Yeah, it's a channel
Gotcha.
divinity.
Gotcha. I thought it was the spell. Damn. Because the spell gives you like surface thoughts
Okay.
before this spell save.
They made the save. So, I mean, you can't continuously intimidate these things. I mean,
Right.
But what I'm going to say is, we'll make this one normally at disadvantage because you've already tried it. But with Mara's Thaumaturgy, I'll make it a straight roll. I'm also going to say if this intimidation fails, you're not going to crack with threats. So make a straight
Alright.
intimidation roll. Indra? Punch him in the stomach.
No.
It's not horrible.
So your intimidation tactics have failed.
Okay. So Kyle, who's been sitting in kind of the corner, he's been his hood up. He takes his hood off and gets up and walks toward them and kneels down. Not wicked. Not good. Like not in reach exactly. And asks them what would it take to have their contract removed.
They don't answer.
No answer at all.
Egan
I'll
will
try to cast Charm Person again.
Yeah. That's another wisdom
Yep.
on one or
One
two?
last hope. Just one.
What's the DC?
Oh, 18. We win.
Nice.
Oh!
Finally. So one of them
That's-
likes me.
Let's say that one of them is with the blue dot. Okay. And can you bring up the charm person
Yeah.
so we can? So it lasts for an hour. Charmed guides you as a friendly acquaintance into the spell ends. Okay. Fine.
So, if you answer this fine gentleman's questions, he will be able to allow you to leave here. But that can only happen if you're truthful. Can you do that for me? I'm trying to save you.
The first time you hear this monk speak, which gentleman are you talking about?
And I point over to Indra with the blood dripping all of his eyes.
He is a friend of yours?
Yes, and he will try to kill you if he doesn't get what he wants. I have convinced him to let you free if you tell him what he wants.
Are you sure this man can be trusted?
I'm positive. I've never lied to you before, have I?
Well, we've only just met, so I guess not. But you seem trustworthy and friend of a friend, I guess. Turns to Indra with his rather gruesome face and says, well?
He's just gonna wipe the blood off his face and say, so who was your intended target in this hit?
Well, Your friend seems to think you're trustworthy, but you don't seem very smart.
Okay. I'm not.
And you did not notice we targeted one person and injected him deeply with the poison of the purple worm?
Okay. Well, thank you for enlightening me. I'm kind of a dummy. Who?
No, I'm gonna say
Oh,
maybe Egan or maybe even Espion know that purple worm poison is incredibly expensive, incredibly effective. Those doses on their daggers, which they almost got Connor with, are 5,000 per dose. So both of you would know it's at least $10,000 worth of poison they tried to take Connor out. You did not see the purple or worm poison dripping from our daggers into that elf? The elf was that close.
and who hired you?
No, they did not give
Did you meet them face to face when you accepted this contract?
Not that it was pleasant, but yes, we did meet face to face.
Could you give me a rough description? Anything you can remember would be helpful.
Yes, I was checking on some notes.
Maybe because you mauled them in your werewolf form, Connell.
And
Maybe your past is here to haunt you.
in your head or in the group's head, Torin, I would ask you to ask them, where is Tana? What happened to Tana? And how much were they paid for the contract?
Okay.
Oh, yes, I actually do remember his head getting exploded.
The person who hired us, they were an elf like this one, a high elf. Now, high elves are known for their beauty and their grace and their ability to glide over the meadow, shall we say. This person, their face scarred, bits of it still infected, bleeding, bones have been broken, hadn't quite set. I walked with a very distinct limp. I got the impression that one of his knees didn't work. So I did not get his name, but this person was very, very damaged. I don't know. I mean, our job is not to ask questions about the mark. Well, questions about the person hiring us. At the goal, we do the job.
How much were you paid, and what was the lady's name?
Tana.
And do you know what happened to Tana, the leader of your guild? Or your monk monastery?
Monkastery.
Paid 50,000 for the death of Connor. Anna was no leader of this assassin's group. She trained monks, including this pathetic bird over here. Let's just say Tana was not. Her body too is broken.
Ask them where the monastery is.
Ask it, Ninja?
Oh, yeah. I'll ask, where's the monastery?
Batman.
Where is it?
The monastery. A place called. I think some of you will know where that is. I'll show you where it is on the map as soon as I find the map. Map right down here.
Oh my gosh.
Have we been there before?
No, we've been to Pride's
Mm-mm.
Call before though.
Yeah, we went like up here.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
mountains down this way. You to go via Pride's Call, Eurosa. That's kind of the path you took. Oh, and you also went to the ruins of Shettengord.
Does Camordaw ring any bells to me?
I'll make a history check.
History? Well, I am pretty dumb, so I don't know shit.
Yeah, you're pretty sure it exists in the astral sea somewhere.
This is a very important question, my assassin friend. How exactly did you find us? Connell, specifically.
We have, shall we say, people within our order of the divine nature. Giving us suitable enough description, we can locate them anyway. Just via some sprite. Put the clues together. Quite frankly, we didn't know where you were for the longest time. But Uther did. Uther did his heart.
How long ago was the contract made?
It was made about 8 months ago. For 6 or so months, our scrying magic just did not work, and eventually we're about to give up and give this person their money back. Then you reappeared back on our radar. We put the clues together. The Utherdone is really unique amongst these lands. And that's how we found it.
So the contract was 6 months ago, is that right?
8 months. About 8 months ago
8
it
months.
started. But of course, they don't know, but you were elsewhere for 6 months.
Yeah, I was trying to find out.
This time, like-
So 2 months before that, we left, basically. How long have we been campaigning? Well, that time has
think
passed and all this.
About 8 months ago, we were here
Hang on a
when you
second.
exploded that guy's head.
I didn't do it, actually, but yeah. Okay. I thought we
So one
killed
more
him.
question: what can we do to end the contract on Connell?
Kill Connell.
There's no
What
other.
else can we do?
I mean, the treacherous bird over there is correct. Kill us, if you must, but we have never failed a contract. We go 2 of us, 4 more will come. We pull 4, 8 more will come.
Is
Not
your
many survivors.
Assassin's Guild known as Hydra?
No.
That'd be a pretty cool name. Not gonna lie. And then, like, to reveal yourself to other members, you go like, "Hail Hydra."
You seem to be giving some references in a universe I'm not familiar with.
Does anybody have
No,
any more?
It's from some play.
Oh, something like that.
To play.
Classic play, biggest play that's ever been produced.
Does anyone have modify memory right now?
Not prepared, no. I didn't prepare for anything like this. I'm all combat fails right now.
Because I feel like it's either now or never that we can cast that. I don't think keeping them around for a long rest would be smart.
Oh no! Oh no!
Malcolm, who they described the feature, is that do I recognize who that is?
Like what memory?
History?
Just make me a straight intelligence check. That's what we'll do.
Trade intelligence. Okay.
Nice.
It's his intelligence.
Can you flip over to the other voice channel for a second, Connor?
Sure.
Oh, shit.
So, you didn't actually give me a name for this in your backstory.
Right.
But if you remember, there was just looking at the exact notes here. Your rivals. You and this person tried to harness the power behind your control and left him disfigured and in constant pain. You know,
Mhm.
and a werewolf attacked them.
That's the guy we killed, though.
No, that was a different guy.
Okay.
Different guy. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, this is, I mean, that guy, it's a different guy.
Okay.
This is not that guy. Okay, but this is the
Okay,
guy that
cool.
attacked and disfigured. Okay,
Okay. Cool.
back we go.
That's why we kill everyone except for one, modify the memory into thinking they succeeded, and then they'll leave us alone.
I mean,
As
we
long
could technically do
as-
that once I get a long rest.
As long
I don't think we should do that.
as long as Connell never. But okay, here's the thing: I'm going to the monastery one way or another. If
Why?
Connor's being kept there, I need to save her.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Fair, yeah. If you're
A Valorant mission. I will help you on that when the time comes,
Okay.
because that is very, very noble of you.
She is basically my mother. She raised me,
Wow, very Vivi-like.
trained me. She is
it's okay.
human.
We won't get almost there and then abandon it last minute.
If I die within the monastery walls, if you all peace out, I understand.
The next question I have is, Connell, why do people want to kill you specifically and nobody else in the group?
Man, I'm such a likable guy.
I feel
Yeah,
like you're a pretty nice guy.
Recently I haven't been. But where are we? We're in the dungeon, basically.
The prison complex of Uthodurn.
Yeah. So, this guy sounds like a guy that I met when I first left home. Who I befriended, and I don't remember why, but I changed, and well, he doesn't like me anymore. He sounds like him.
Did you attack him or something?
I don't remember. I don't remember what happens when I change. I don't know why I changed when I changed. You guys have seen me change. I mean, I went through a long period where I didn't accept the fact that this is a part of who I was. This is way back before I accepted it. It was a large part of the guilt I carried for a long time. If you look at Mara, you remember that period. It came from this event, so this is a bit of the past coming back to get me. I thought actually it could be my family. So that's the other ones who could look for me is that you guys all know my secret. It's not much of a secret, but it's a big deal with my family. It's a big secret, and they could kill to keep it quiet. But this case, I believe it's this man that I met when I first left. We first started adventuring. He's not going to back off. He's not. The family I probably could talk to if it was them. There's no hatred there or anything. It's just a really big secret. But this man is yeah, he's not happy with me.
Clearly.
Yeah, right. What I can do is need to get a rest in and somebody stand guard, and I need to go in Uthodurn and try to find a spell. There's a spell that I can find that can block scrying.
Are you going to do that for the rest of your life?
For a period until we're ready to do something else. We've got a big problem to deal with this creature from hell, right? I mean, are you wanting to go down to?
No, it can wait. You are correct. There are bigger issues, but
Yeah.
I can probably help, and I kind of just walk over to Connell quickly, and I will just cast non-detection on you.
Oh, there you go. That's the spell I think I gotta go find. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So that will help for us for a while, unless for 8 hours. A
I
little bit of
still think we
randomness
should
to-
keep one of them alive and try to do that plan.
Which
I
plan?
think if the plan where we like modify their memory.
Because you love that spell.
I never used it.
Well, we have to rest. We have to rest 8 hours. At what level do you have to cast Modify Memory to go over 8 hours?
You
been
have
like-
to rest to 8 hours. I'm an elf. I only need 4.
I think
So,
yeah.
okay, so how many? What level do you have to cast for? 6
It's 7th
to 8
level,
hours?
6th level, So
For
they're
me,
6.
it's 5th level.
5th. Sorry. So okay, so if we do that, let's game that out. If we use modify memory and Jason convince, let's walk away from these guys for a minute, so we hit less memory to modify and kind of down the hallway for a minute.
I'm just.
Can we just knock them out again?
Just
That works
sure.
too.
I don't want to leave them alone.
So we can talk,
Yeah.
discuss our plans in front of you. We're going to do this to
Can we
you.
just talk in our minds too?
Yeah, we could.
Mara 2 can watch. I mean, what are they gonna do? Run away from her? She can see everything.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, we can modify memory, convince them that I'm dead. They go back to the monastery and say, "Hey, we did the deed. Yay or us." But as long as I don't show up anywhere, that this person or these monks would see me, would be fine. If somehow, of course, that they do, I don't really know where these monks are going to see me. I mean, I know like they have video cameras, so but, like I guess they could scry me again. But if I've used the detection spell, they couldn't scry me to kind of check for see if I'm dead.
Is he still?
Yeah, my thing
charmed?
is,
We should
yeah,
find out.
he is.
They might need a token.
Yeah,
what
that's
I
what-
was going to say that when we go to hell, which is what we're about to go next, right? We're probably going to be gone for like another 6 months. So they're going to try and scry you, and they won't be able to find you. And they
Well,
will
that's good or
think you're
bad?
dead. And after 6 months, I think they would stop looking.
They didn't last time, but then if they describe me and I'm in hell, does that tell them that would they be suspicious that they can't find me? Because if I was dead, they find me dead, right?
Then we just modify their memory that they burned your body or something.
Oh yeah, the fight incinerated me, right? Kind of like the whole
that
no digital
there's
records.
no remains left.
Yeah,
I mean, if you want a haircut, maybe a lock of your hair or something.
a hair or something. We can do something like some kind of.
Or
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want one of your hands, we can give them one of your hands.
I do kind of like with my hands though. They're matching
Our
set.
regrow hands. I'm
They're a
pretty
matching
sure.
set, man. Yeah. So,
Or I
so
mean-
here's the.
Wait.
Okay.
What if we kill you?
Okay, not like this
and
idea.
use resurrection or whatever.
I'm not liking this idea.
Like chop your head off, like with the queen.
No, no.
And then
Resurrection is not a guaranteed spell. No, we almost died last session. Let's just finish the job. We messed that up. Let's do it again.
I'm just
Redo.
I'm just throwing it out on the table.
Literally,
It would be
we-
very convincing. That's all I have to say.
So
I'm sure.
I'm going to vote no.
can
Yeah.
can modify memory be detected?
I don't think so. I never look it up. I guess.
Like, because they told us they have powerful, people who can scry on you. If they can, maybe, they're like checking to make sure they're not modified.
No. No, it's not like there's a. I don't think there's a. I don't know. That'd be a DM call, I guess. But I don't know that there's anything. It's not like it's
Because
a
it
aura or anything.
But it can be dispelled, so people.
Can.
Here is the critical
Pretty sure.
spot of part of the spell. I think comes into play.
No, I mean, them killing you is something certainly.
They
within-
believe. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I think
for
they
sure.
definitely convinced them they killed me. Okay, I think that's doable. And then the question is later on, will somebody find me again, see me again? If we use the non-detection, I don't know what that would mean to like somebody looking for me. Would that mean they think I'm dead, or would that mean they think that I think it would create a mystery? You know. But I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen was that the whole monastery comes after us.
Well, after we go to hell, I plan to go to Comorta and burn the monastery down. So
Well, that's
Well, I'll
fun.
be more than
Yeah.
happy to help you.
there, after infiltrating it, so there will be a little danger. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You've come with us to hell. I feel like that's probably the least that we can do to help you.
I just gotta find a way to not be assassinated again.
Yeah,
Well, we
we're
just
hiding you until we take them out.
yeah. I think I think the modify memory is the smartest option.
Or just kill them.
No, because if we kill them, then they're gonna be coming back for you. But if we make them think that they killed you, and then you give them like I don't know a family crest or something that they can show as evidence.
Well, let's ask
then-
if they have something that they specifically need to take. Because if they say we need to bring back his head, then this whole plan doesn't work.
Well, I mean, we can.
Oh yeah, good.
We have two great clerics on our team, so
All right, so I do want to try to find a spell then, in the city while we're here. And I'll put it out there, and we do a search later for it.
What spell are you looking for?
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Sure.
Oh, did you do it? No, it didn't work. Oh. Did not display. Hang on, I'll display it. I can do that. I think I can. I think I can.
I got it here on Roll20. D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'll try to
that's
find.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna take credit for that one. Caspian had that idea. But I can. Thank you very much. Yeah. So if I can try to look for that spell, where it's a huge city, so I should find it in this level. It's like a level spell, so it shouldn't be like crazy spell to find. And then long rest. I modify memory. Find the spell. I do the spell though. Give it. Yeah. So like if one of the dead people put the illusion on them, 24 hours is the problem.
Well, you put it on yourself, so if anyone uses
Yeah,
scrying, it gives false results.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
24 hours
after
for 8
30,
too.
and if you do it straight for 30 days, it's permanent.
Huh. Okay.
Well, that's my concern. If they're scrying on you, that's it. I can't remember who said it, but if you're dead,
That
they
works.
can scry on your body, and they should see it. Like, this might all be a moot point.
Well, but what would this do? If they try to scry for me and I give them false information, what false information would I give them?
Like a wrong location, maybe.
On location, like maybe 30 feet to the left now. So like
Wow.
worse than that one, but let's see, what kind of things can you find when you scry? Go ahead.
So here's the thing your clerks would know about their own spell of scrying. You can see in here a particular creature. A dead body is not a creature; it's an object.
Okay.
So you can scry on a corpse.
There you go. Okay, good. So basically, I'll hide myself, then that'll be fine. So this one, I could mask my ability to be divine. Is that this? Can I do that with this, or just give me false information?
Let's look. So, reveals false information. Holding up to man, choose one of the both of the following effects. Okay. It's not false aura, it's more the mask.
Right.
Yeah, so it's kind of odd. Like when you scry on them, it like looks for Connell and they see whatever Connell wants them to see.
Uh huh.
That's how I read it. It's Like, are you? Oh, I'm gonna scry on Connell. Oh, look, it's Bob the Builder instead.
Right. Which is interesting, huh? Did he wonder why the heck did I get Bob the Builder?
That's just the first name that comes to my mind. I'm
I know,
like,
but
children. What am I gonna do?
that works. But that would be like the thing. Why did I get him? I kept trying to get Sky Connell. Why did I get this guy?
Well, I mean, we can just do non-detection while we're
Yeah.
still on the material line.
Yeah, I like this one because it's 24 hours, and if it's 30 days, it's permanent. So that's a better option for that. So I think right now, yeah, let's go with what Mara used to keep that running. Let's go ahead and do the Wi-Fi memory and find this spell. And I'll need some time to think about how to use this spell before I use this one. But that gives us a plan to get out to get them off the trail, allow us to continue on our business. And then I just try to cloak up too, in terms of being able to be seen. So, does that work for a plan?
Sounds good to me.
All right, we need a long rest,
Okay.
and we gotta keep these guys from in
we're
light
not
while we get long rest.
We're not keeping both. Only one needs to go back.
You
Okay.
break the neck of the uncharmed one.
Yeah, pretty much.
God.
How are you gonna
You, bro.
maintain the charm? Yeah, we don't need two anymore, I guess.
No,
That's
the
charm done.
uncharmed one.
You're just
Yeah.
gonna do this in front of the other one?
Yeah, can you like take him to a different room at least? God, give him some dang dignity, man.
They tried to kill Connell. It's okay. They don't deserve it.
I mean, you
And-
That's not how that
take
work.
him to a different prison cell. If Indra sounds like he wants to do a coup de grace. You can do that if you want.
No, it's all.
They're not afraid of
Egan.
death.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to if Indra doesn't want to. If Indra would
Oh no,
like to.
I passed the sword to you, bro.
Yeah, just quick
Jeez.
slit. No.
Ugh.
I will actually lean down to him and just kind of smirk and ask him, how does it feel to be the first who's ever failed? And then slit his throat.
In a separate cell.
Jeez.
This is in a separate cell.
Sure.
For moving them, shouldn't you like blindfold them or something? Don't they have to see to poof out of existence?
They do need to see a location, but
Easy enough to drag him to the other cell. Cast a light spell. And it's a cantrip. Done. Guy's dead. You have one left.
alright, and you guys can take a long rest. I will stay up all night and watch him and make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Okay. So, well, first of all, then, Egan, can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Mm.
10 is what you needed, so you don't get any
Ooh.
of your teeth back. You don't get any of that. I guess you can have a short rest.
Okay, I'll
Because
take the
mine's
key
like
point.
short. Well, no, you're actively watching.
Alright,
So I'm gonna
alright.
take that back. You
Fair
don't get your
enough.
key points back. You don't get to spend hit dice. You're watching them very closely. You don't trust them at all. Light lasts an hour. How long does Wall of Light last? 10 minutes, I think it was.
Oh yeah, that's gone.
I'll cast Continual Flame.
Okay, I was gonna say I'll just light some torches and put them, keep him in the middle of the room and just.
Okay, not a difficult problem to solve. So, Continual Flame, bits and pieces of torches all over the place, easy enough to do. So everyone, except for Egan, you may take a long rest.
All right.
Yay.
Noise.
Man, I needed that.
Right? Now the rest of the session, I'll be picking out spells. So,
Now you're interested in Arcanus Magic Aura, Connell?
mm-hmm.
Make me an investigation check.
I like investigation checks.
Yes, you find it.
Alright.
It will cost you 200 gold pieces just to get
Do
the
I
spell,
have-
and then
Okay.
all the other bits and
Yeah.
pieces to inscribe them to your spell book. That's on top of the 200. But I'm pretty sure you guys can afford that.
Yep. Okay. And I'll figure, and we'll do all the other stuff as we said. And I'll worry about this probably next session. I'll get some time to think through this option. How to use this. What y'all doing?
Hey, it does math. That's neat.
Oh, nice.
Oh gosh. Okay. Cool.
That's what I typed.
That helps. So now we need to go figure out our captive. So, Torn, are you handling this memory spell?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Just in this spell, I don't have to prepare. If you're going to do it,
Yeah, I can do it.
that should work.
Did the monk heal at all in that time?
Yeah, he fell asleep eventually. He's sort of bound up.
Does he look like one hit will kill him?
All you gotta do is keep him awake, force him not to rest.
Well, I
Pebbles.
just want to cast Mind Sliver on him before you do, what's it called? So he gets a minus 1d4 to... Well, I mean, I guess we could just do Bane instead of Mind Sliver.
We could do both. Can we do both?
Oh yeah, we can, but I don't want to.
Mind Sliver might kill him.
Yeah.
If you make it feel any better, I can like cast like Cure Wounds, but that feels really weird doing that so that you can attack him.
The guy
The ultimate
does
form
look
of torture.
in much better shape than he was at the start. But he's not completely healed.
Okay, then I'm gonna Mind Sliver him.
Okay, so go back down into the dungeon, Egan of that dead-eyed stare, just watching this guy, and you do watch some of the wounds healing. You get the impression he's using some type of monk ability to do this. It's not like natural healing. It's like all of a sudden some of these slashing wounds and other bits and pieces just close up. Not entirely sure why. And so who's casting what on this poor gentleman? Mind Slip.
Show what it does.
Let's get the one of these out of the way first. Oh, so Mind
Oh
Slip.
fuck yeah!
He fails that. So he's gonna get a
So
minus D4 on his next saving throw.
And this,
Is his next saving throw. I'm gonna say nice things and say we're gonna do the Bane ones first. Because you really want the modified memory to work, correct?
yep.
Yes.
Bane would be the sensible one to do first then. Charisma saving throw. Oh,
First level spell.
just one last thing before you do anything, Torin. I just want to see if this will work. I'm going to walk up to him, so I'm gonna like touch his face and just be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And then I'm going to cast Bestow Curse on him. Oh fuck! Well, he passed the save, so
Damn.
Mara
close.
2 will also cast Bane.
No, wait. If you
Okay.
cast... Oh, I'm sorry. I was just going to say... Never mind.
Yeah?
Doesn't matter. I was going to say
Are you
the curse. It was the -4, but that would waste it, and we're saying we're saving it for the never
he's
mind.
being nice when letting us save it until
Yeah.
everybody does it. Because we really want to make sure the rest of it works.
Right. I was just like, which one is better, having the disadvantage or the -4?
You're right, it should have been a charisma saving throw. But he rolled a 3. So it's an 8, so it's even worse.
Oh, perfect.
He's got a +5 for charisma, so that would be an 8. So, yep. At the moment,
Cool.
he's at -2d4. 1 from Bane, 1 from Mindsliver.
All right. Well, do your thing, bro.
Alright, so before I do this, tell me exactly what we want to change.
His partner, maybe Connell, blew himself up like in a ball of magic fire with his partner, and he escaped with his life. Oh wait, did we ever ask if there was a specific thing?
We didn't,
did not.
but
Just have Connell be.
We
Connell
could
and his
say-
friend were incinerated. In
yeah,
a fireball.
Connell was about to do like some fire spell or whatever. The
Well, we
second
have
monk
to-
interrupted, and it caused the spell to backfire, killing them both.
Okay.
And then all that
Good.
remained was, do you have like a family seal or something? Or a crest? That blew up, and that's his evidence of him being dead.
But I can't give him the. It's my necklace, but I can't give him that.
Perhaps you were say the reason they failed. Put in there that the reason they failed was pure luck. Like Connell tripped on a stool at the exact right moment.
It didn't fail.
Them failing doesn't like compute.
No, we want them
It
to
didn't fail.
think that they succeeded.
Well, right, but
Just
one of
Well,
them
he's
died.
dead.
So
Yeah.
if one of them died, that means that guy fucked up. So
Yeah,
however, so
because
like it has to be out of their control. It shouldn't be their fault.
yeah, Connell had a weird contingency spell on the Placid fireball himself.
Okay, cool.
That's perfect.
So that's what I'm gonna say happened.
That Connell had a contingency spell, almost like an act of revenge. Yeah, and he knew that he was going to die, and he's joking about this apparently, but he can still do that.
That works. Okay. I really need that. My contingency spell was, but I hit him with that fireball myself. That just seems kind of crazy, but hey, it works.
So
That would definitely explain why he died. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have it to where he believes all of that. That's what he remembers.
So the first attack with the purple
Oh.
poison completely
Very-
almost destroyed Connell. But then his contingency spell went off and he exploded in a ball of flames, almost as a revenge thing. And it took out the other assassin. The other one survived. And then he made his way out of Uthadurn and back to that place.
And very importantly, did not see Egan.
Okay. And whereabouts?
I'm gonna say he doesn't remember any of us.
Okay, so Connor was there by himself.
Yeah, and that's how they were able to take him out.
Where are you casting this spell?
I'm gonna take him back. We should take him back to the tavern and cast it.
So you drag this gagged human monk, being very careful in the deep, dark recesses of Uthadurn. It's dark at the best of times. Light cantrips floating around him. You're alone. You go back to the tavern. Everybody's looking really gruff with you, especially the innkeeper whose bar's been destroyed by a mammoth. and you have a tied up assassin in a tavern in plain sight of everyone.
I'm going to tell everyone that they need to leave
They leave.
on the Queen's direct orders.
Oh, then you have natural respect. Even before you mention the Queen, they all scuffle out. Perhaps fearing another mammoth, perhaps just respecting you.
I'll just say please at the end of it. She's done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. You're going to cast the spell? Is it just going to
Yep.
be Tauren in the area?
Yeah, Egan's nowhere near them. Stays outside.
Connell's like way elsewhere. I don't know.
Okay, remember that
In his
you have
room.
a house that you had free use of.
There you go.
So,
Perfect.
So assume everybody except Tauren is in the house, far out of sight.
Yep. Yeah. So, it's just one thing that I can mention before we do this. Did we want to knock this guy? Like, can we knock him out? Like out, and then modify his memory?
I don't know. Does the target have to be conscious down there?
Oh, we also need to probably blast the tavern with a fireball.
I mean, just you can just take him to one of the
destroyed.
one of the There's so many destroyed buildings here. They just got ransacked. Like any of these buildings.
Yeah.
Go pick a building. Go pick another building then.
Good point.
You said to pick another building?
Yeah, right into one of
There's
the.
something that kind of looks like a tavern, but is completely destroyed.
Yeah, burned.
Easy enough to find a burned building. It's easy enough. It's going to take them a long time to repair Uthodurn, so there's definitely burnt out shells of buildings you can use.
Perfect. I'll use the first one I see that's like decently close to where all my friends are.
Okay. Everybody else scuttles inside your house inside of Uthodurn. Okay, so modify memory. So using as a 5th level slot. Did happen within the last 24 hours. Lasted no more than 10 minutes. That's true. It's pretty quick. Okay. So, why don't Mara roll me a d4 and Indra roll me a d4 for your Bane and your Mind Sliver. Nice.
Nice.
It's going to be a -6 to this roll.
Come on.
This character sheet. Where is it? Sorry. Putting up to this moment, I just need to quickly refresh.
He's tied up still, so I can just
Try again.
destroy him.
Just
If
destroy
like
him.
You only do it once?
if the second I got to
You're gonna
I have
have
four
to.
I have 4 spells I can use on it, but if I absolutely need to, I think I can destroy him by myself.
Destroy.
He is at half level, but if he stuns you, you're in trouble. He doesn't have any weapons on him, though.
Yeah, knock him out and have him in time. Otherwise, it's not believable that he did this.
What's the spell DC, Tarn?
18.
Minus all the stuff, right?
-6.
6. So I'm just going to do the math here as soon as roll 20 lets me do the math. Got the exact roll. Okay, here we go. So, his wisdom save is normally +10. With the -6, it brings it down to a +4. What's your spell? What's the spell DC?
18.
18. So he needs an 18. So if he rolls a 14 or higher, he saves. 13, he does not save. Let's have Mr. Egan roll me a d20. I want 13 or lower. Give me a straight D20. 13 or lower.
Let's
Nice.
go.
So that would be a 9, which is less than 14. So you feel the spell take effect. The guy blinks around a little bit. Do you GTFO, Torrent?
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self on myself because he's still tied up and everything, and I'm gonna make myself look like a little elven, like a teenage elven kid,
Okay.
and I'm going to untie him.
Good question, Connor.
We had him tied up. Elsie
I
was
said
just
untie him.
trying to
I said gonna have to. I said gonna have to untie him up there before you start the spell.
It's all
Oh,
good.
you wanted me to untie him before the spell?
Yeah. At no point, no reason why he'd be tied up.
Too
But if
late
I untie him
now.
before the spell, how do I cast the spell on him without him
He's
attacking?
he's unconscious. You had knocked out.
Oh, he is knocked out.
That's what we said. Yeah. I think Mara right after that.
Okay, now I'll run away.
Okay, so he says you knock him out, untie him, cast Modify Memory, and when you get knocked out, it's something like 1d4 hours, something like that. Definitely hours rather than rounds. You modify the memory to him. He wakes up, instantly shakes it off. Maybe a nice dwarf or elf helps him up, and he remembers that Connell died in a self-immolating fireball along with his companion. He got knocked out by the fireball but didn't die? Why is he knocked out?
Concussion of the blast. Yeah.
Barely survived.
Barely survived the blast. Was knocked down. Managed to roll greater than 10 on 3d20s. Stabilized.
There you go.
And came back. I realized he's got incredibly lucky. And he does something. But none of you are around to see what he's doing. And now that there's shadows and stuff, he's almost undetectable. And off he goes.
And we all lived happily ever after.
I does not feel good about this anymore. Okay.
He will be back. You should have gotten the name.
We're not good at interrogations, guys. We're really not.
Yeah.
So, Connell, are you doing any type of magic to prevent divination?
Yeah, Mara, are you doing that? Am I?
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Yeah.
The
I don't have that, I don't think.
detection.
Okay.
I don't have that. So.
Okay.
So I have to. I'll do some thinking about the other one that's 24 hours. I need to think through what that's going to do, how I'm going to use that, or if I can use it. So.
Okay. So with everybody successfully long rest except for Egan, who seems to have some unfinished business he needs to deal with. The city is grateful. They're all happy. Well, they're happy and they're sad. I mean, they treat you guys as the heroes, but it's like you prevented the partial destruction of the situation. You stopped the full destruction. It's partially destroyed anyway. King and Queen is safe, which is good because from what you know about Uthodurn, the King and Queen are with great respect even outside of Uthodurn. So, what would the mighty MP6 like to do next?
At some point, Egan would approach Mara very, shyly and just kind of ask her, I'm kind of hurt here a little bit. Can I get some heals, please?
Yeah, of course. I will just straight up heal you.
No, not that. Not that.
I do it anyways.
Bad.
There was no questions. He asked for heal, I gave him heal.
So, are we in a hurry to get somewhere now?
Hell.
Yeah.
All right. Before we do that, then we need to go get Mara 3.0.
For the sake
So
of
do we-
storyline stuff, Errol and Errol's mom, was it? Do we have closure for that segment before we leave
Yes.
this?
Yes. The Emerald thread has finished.
Okay.
Okay.
So then let's we have a house here to rest. Let's spend the time. Let's Mar and I kind of vamp over to a mountain with snow that we've been to before. It's easy to teleport to and do all the magic we need to do to create another sim. And then we'll
We
just
have how much
dispel
does it cost?
a lot. But we've got that now. Hang on, I'll
that's
find
what
it.
I'm saying. Egan's more than happy to contribute.
Yeah, I gotta put it.
Yep, whatever I got to do to help out, I'm more than happy to as well.
That was I thought, really good use of it. Wasn't we all felt we got some out of that one, right?
Oh yeah.
I was pleased with that.
I would just copy the copy, or not the copy. You know what
You
I
can't.
mean?
I don't think you
Just-
yeah.
No, I mean just redo her exactly the same way.
Yeah.
Before we do that, are we leveling up this level, like this session, or would that be like a future thing before we do the sim?
No.
No?
No, level up. No.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, well, let's go ahead with the sim then.
Okay.
I just didn't want to waste it if we're leveling up like next.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's very meta as well, of course.
True. How more powerful do
Right.
I?
But
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
there you
that's
go.
all good.
is scrolling the initial simulacrum?
What's that? I'm sorry.
What happens to Mara 2.0?
Well, I just spell it and it just becomes a puddle of. It's basically it's an ice illusion basically. Is what it is.
Yeah.
So Mara 2.0.
She just like melts.
Melting.
And Egan will be haunted by that image.
No, I do. Carl does it at night in the sleep. Nobody really knows. It's when the bed's really wet. That's all we know.
Okay, so everything.
That part's
back.
done. So then we're good to go then to wherever we want to go. So our next step after that would be
So, how many days does this take? Like, is this a few
12
days?
hours. 12 hours. It's 12 hours casting time. So we have to go there and set it up and then
Yeah, so Mara 2.0 is effectively refreshed, right? She gets her spell slots back. And
yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much are we all contributing? Just so I can subtract.
It's 1,500 gold total. So whatever you want to do, we can.
How
I'm
did
fine
he
with
do
doing 300, 500, whatever.
How many are there?
Whatever it is, I don't care. Egan doesn't care.
that? How much? Who's throwing in money for it?
I mean,
Everybody?
Yeah, I think everybody. I think.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Well, you said what? Like 1,500?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Thank you. I was
Ah.
doing that as well.
Just did it.
There we go.
That's actually almost cheap, isn't it? Cool. Good. I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy that it turned into a group thing. I like that a lot.
Okay, and we're just
Okay.
gonna pretend that Mara 2.1 definitely didn't just die, and she's gonna blink into existence, and never gonna speak of that moment again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I would appreciate it if Mara, just asked Egan for the money and didn't tell him what it was for.
okay. Come on, just go ahead and I say one night, she's just not there anymore. Nobody.
I'll just say we need to like fix her, heal her.
There
Up.
you go.
Going to the great Mara farm in the sky.
There you go. It's good.
Mara farm is.
Oh, so bad. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So next on our list of things to do then will be: are we trying to get to the hell portal? Are we talking to King and Queen about this stuff? What are we doing?
Oh yeah, we
Yeah, I
do
think-
need a portal to hell.
I think we should go talk to the king and queen and maybe try to get all the different cities to band together and try to, I don't know, maybe do a distraction. Maybe we can draw more of the demons out and make a
Where
major
do we-
fight.
Where do we think
Someone-
what's her name went with the head and
Hell?
crown? Just in general,
Yeah.
though? Does she have a specific destination?
But we could find out why they
Antolin?
want. Huh?
Maybe Tantalin. That's where she was. I mean, that's where we were heading. When we were in hell. I mean, I guess Indra wouldn't know that, but
I mean,
It's been a couple of weeks. Let me point out a couple of things. The initial
you.
portal when you went to hell, if you remember, it was fluctuating quite wildly, and someone miraculously rolled a 5, which took you to the right level of hell. When you went back in there, there were no crystals there, the nonahedrons, and it was just an absolute scramble of energy. So you feel if you jump in there, you might, if you're very lucky, end up in hell. You could end up in any one of the multitude. Plane of fire, the heavens, anywhere. So there it's very chaotic. Maybe there's a solution to that, maybe there's not. I also learned that around, I'll bring you to the map.
Lightshore.
Lightshore, exactly. So you learned that this place here, the Mishkath pit, right in the bottom, right, left, right here, there was some activity around there. The Mishkath pit is usually a very unstable thing. It's a pit with lots of interdimensional weirdness on it. You noticed, you worked out somehow, I can't exactly remember why, but there was lots of ice erupting out of the pit. And your ice was associated with Stygia, the 5th layer of hell. So you thought this might be worth investigating to see what the hell's happening over there. So, then you could go back to your original place where you teleported from hell. But you suspect it's going to be the same thing here. So the Mishkath pit is a possible thing to check out.
so how do we get there?
So, for your spell to work, do we have to have seen the place, or do we have to have something from that place?
Yeah, see, I was going to the same question, so I'm going to bring it up.
Okay.
I was bringing it up as you were talking right then. I was like, how does this thing work?
Oh god. Oh no.
It's a 5-paragraph essay.
It is, it's huge.
The thing is,
Must be known. Sorry, go ahead.
You have a description of it, right? You've heard about it, you've seen it, someone's described it to you. The chance of a mishap is 1 in 43. Mishap 1 in 43. Similar area, so somewhere kind of close, that number. And off target, that. And on target. So you go. To get exactly where you want to go, you got a 74 to 100 on a D120.
So pretty high.
Yeah.
So the other thing is, I have an object from there though. In the last 6 months, can we in this big city? Can we? Do they have any trade from there, or any trade from down there close?
No.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Yeah, because it's
a pit.
war.
And it's a
Yeah, I didn't hear. I was trying to think of a city nearby, but they're near war though, right, between the two kingdoms. So that even if it was,
well,
there's not even a city nearby, or is there?
Strangely not. Uthadun is very much a neutral territory. It hasn't
Okay.
been dragged into the war between the dynasty and the empire. But regardless, they don't have trade with this area. The dynasty.
Nowhere in this. I mean, in anywhere I could be closer to about cities in here.
No. No
Okay.
trade. And then
Okay.
too far of nothing else.
Okay. So if we're not going to do trade, it's going to be a long march walk from where we are to there, or try to get a ship to take us around all the way around the other side of the world, basically.
I mean,
Um,
if we
well,
find a
that's
ship,
fine.
I can drive it for us. I can man it.
because we're in Uthadurn, so there's no ship where we're at, right?
No, we're
No,
in the
but
mountains.
Yeah.
we may know people who have.
Well, I can get us. We can get us back to wherever we were from. You're from. I can forget the name right now. But
Port
way back
Damali.
here. Yeah, we can get back to Port Damali and get a ship to Port Damali. That's closer.
I'll bring it to the world map. So we can plan if you like.
Yeah. Because I can get us back here to. Sorry, go ahead.
You're about where this blue cross is. This is where you are at the moment. And this is about
Yeah.
where you want to get to. I think.
Yeah.
No,
So
down
they-
here. Sorry, down here. Down here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think we want to go. And we could go to somewhere on the coast here and take a ship out. That's a long ship ride. We could actually probably just go to Port Damali again, which I think is here.
Yep.
And then take a ship around the coast to get us to.
That's also a long.
It
Yeah,
is.
but
a lot
and
further
it
than.
doesn't go by the northern route though.
But there also
There is
might
a
be
war
enemy
going through here.
ships in here too, right?
Absolutely, it's going to be a lot of ships and stuff to deal with, and a lot of that's the trick. Though, I mean, we could go by foot, of course. I mean, from if we're somewhere in here, straight through there, that's through mountains and through treks, and it's by foot. And how far is that? It's about 800 miles by foot. And by ship, we're talking. So that's 400. That's more. It's 1,200 miles by ship. I don't know, man. Those are not great options.
I mean, teleport. There's a chance that teleport will work.
Yeah.
There.
Could just see what happened. Teleport. The problem with teleport, with it being a chance, is that not just that it would be off base, but that it can do a mishap, and we could have some damage. We could end up something bad.
Because what'd you say our chances were of getting it right
So
now?
1 in 4.
Yeah, I'll put the
Yeah, here-
style description nicely formatted inside of Discord. So if you go to
Okay.
Discord,
Yeah. And here's where I was going to play the part that I'm worried about is this.
yeah, so you're looking at the description one. Yeah. So for
I say we should just take the boat. Like, I have we go back to Port Damali, hire a boat, and then do a little bit longer of a trek to go there.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be as quick, but I feel like there's a lot less risk with that. We can
Yeah,
cast water walk, and water breathing on each other again like we did.
Yeah,
If we
the
end up
four.
having to fight.
Yeah.
I'm down to risk it for the biscuit, guys. It's a 1 in 4 chance that we have.
See, you say
So
1 in 4
maybe-
chance they would do mishap, and I would say 4% chance of just a complete mishap, and we take a lot of damage. So you're gonna have opposite.
Can you set up a
Does the
contingency
mishap-
first?
Huh?
Can you set up a contingency first, though?
On myself.
Hmm.
Let me see contingency. I don't have it ready. I have to look that too. This level spell, so it can't be a teleport contingency. Teleport 7th level, I think. Or 6th. So I don't know what that it is. It is on self. So I don't know what it would be that I would cast. False life on myself. so I can get some hit points back. Yeah, I mean,
I'm down for anything.
Do we
For-
know how she escaped from Uthadurn? Like, did she teleport
yeah.
to hell?
Well,
Or did she just teleport out of the room and she went to a location that is a
Yeah.
teleport near Uthadurn?
we don't know. She teleported out of my force cage and or before my force cage hit 1 or 2, and she could have either teleported or plane shifts. We don't really know. I don't think.
yeah, she teleported to that. She might have gone to hell. She might have gone to somewhere she's familiar with on the continent of Wildmount.
Yeah. What else do we have?
Scry
Do we
on
have
her,
Scry?
where
There you go.
she is on, yeah,
Yeah.
where she's en route.
That's a good point. Do we want to try to do a Scry before we try to do all this stuff to get down there? Because she could be somewhere in Wild Mount.
I can try to do this, right?
Alright. Because that always goes so well for us.
Well, I can try, and then if it doesn't work, and I can always pass it off to Torin because
Right.
he seems to like Torin. So we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna do a scry.
Go for it.
Okay, so she needs to make a. Oh no, let's just bring up Scry. Keep going. So, because it just formats nicely. So, you have met the target. You know the target well. So if we met the target, that's a 0 modifier. Connection. Likeness or picture. So she's going to get a -2 net roll for this. Just. Okay, secret roll here. You do get a bead on Zayn, right? You see her and you see she's standing on some very burnt looking ground, almost grayish and black in its color. And she's got a gnome in her clutches.
Gnome?
A gnome? Yep. Gnome. And she's tying the gnome onto a post. And she's putting a broken crown on top of the gnome. This lasts for 2 minutes. So this... And then she stops and looks around, smiles. You don't see what she sees. And you're lucky to see the gnome, but you do see that. And you see her smile. You see then she takes a deep breath, casts a spell, looks around, looks directly at the point of view where you're scrying from. Like there's a point in space where you're looking through. Looks directly on that, waves her hand, and your scry fails. It stops, short of the 10 minutes.
Okay, so
Other than
burnt ground and gnomes. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, did we get any other? It was a very narrow focus. Nothing else other than burnt ground and gnomes.
Yep. Burnt ground, gnomes. And you saw her smile. She's happy about something. And then she did something and seemed to dispel the scry somehow. You're not sure how she knew she was being scryed upon. Actually, I think when you scry, there's a little invisible like eye that's looking at thing. So if you have something like detect invisibility up, for example, you would know that you're being scryed. It's an invisible eye that appears next to you. Yeah, a burnt ground, gnome. The crown is very obviously the crown that was on the queen, and it's very obviously in a broken, malformed shape.
So can I do any kind of arcana or history to understand what she was trying to do with that gnome?
There's no arcana at all. She's just tying him up to a stake in the ground.
Was there any like other powerful artifacts in that vision other than the crown?
Oh, sorry, say that again.
Was there any other like powerful looking artifacts other than the crown that were shown in the vision?
No. I mean, there was obviously the very gaunt form of Zayn Sangrey. The gnome, the gnome looked kind of beaten up, exhausted, covered in black, like smoke type of thing, like there's ash. And yes, you may, Mara.
That's a
E100.
Oh.
Interesting.
okay.
Wow.
Now, the way divine intervention is, you don't necessarily, you're not going to get, okay, now you're not going to get them both teleported to you. Because the way it usually works, because I play a cleric who's divine intervention, and you effectively get to cast any spell by a cleric successfully at any distance, and you have your recall to home base ability, right?
Yeah,
We both
I
do.
got the word of recall. Yeah.
Word of recall. Okay. So I'm going to say that they don't get teleported to you, but they do get teleported to your home base in, where is it, Port Damali?
Yep. Okay, we're going
That's
to Port
unfortunate.
Damali, guys.
Yep. Right now.
That
So
is
what you see, the
awesome.
tide ties up the gnome, grins, and as it goes to dispel it, just before it dispel, well, it doesn't dispel it because of your divine intervention, and you see him reaching and boom, gone. So what you doing, guys?
Guess we're teleporting really quickly to Port Damali.
Yeah.
Port Damali.
Let's go.
Is that an action?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, divine intervention's an action, right? I mean, sorry, the teleport to home base, is that an action?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The there's word of recall, and then there's the teleport. Yeah.
Your word of recall is what you're doing. Interesting. Up to 5 willing creatures. Okay, you got 5 willing creatures, so that's 6, so that's perfect. Mara says, okay, come close. Woof. You're sucked across the plains, and you appear back here in Port Damali, in the Temple of the Wanderer.
Wayfinder.
Oh, sorry, Wayfinder.
Yeah.
Yep, Wayfinder Wanderer. Back here in Port Damali, and you're in the main temple over there, and you see a very, very, very surprised Zayn Sangrey, and this gnome who just collapses to the ground in exhaustion. Not dying or anything, but very exhausted. Let's roll for initiative.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it.
That's insane.
Damn, God's getting in the way.
Let's do it.
That's a great divine invention. Let me just get you to a sheet. There we go. So you can roll initiative.
Sorry, Milk.
No, I love
No,
this.
it's
This is
cool.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like literally what D&D is all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's old Zayn Sangrey, and of course she gets a long rest too before you start complaining.
No, I don't.
Yep. So roll into
Been
initiative. Oops,
while.
That's not her. Sorry, wrong one.
Did we get a long rest?
Yeah.
You did.
We have like 12 plus 12 hours.
Sweet.
You got long rest too, man. Because it's been 12 hours after that.
Everybody
We
gets a long
created
rest.
Oh,
Mara
no.
and everything. Yeah.
Can I get a Mara 2.1 token as well, please?
Yep. Just a second.
So have a 6. Okay. So,
Well, I
We
wasn't
need
expecting
a
that to
lucky
work.
To reroll that.
That's cool.
Let's go.
no, that was awesome.
Keep in mind you can't do that for another 7 days.
No, that's fair. That is very
She's never been able to do it before. I don't think 7
Yeah,
days.
I mean, if it was gonna count and be done, like
Yeah.
that was a good time.
That was.
That was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Alright.
she in upper deep?
Okay, so initiative up, folks.
sorry.
Mara 2.1 is there. As well.
So, are we in her god's temple right now?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, shouts out the Wayfinder.
The Wayfinder clearly wanted this fight to happen.
I guess.
I might just convert today.
Jeez. Yeah, con. There. Okay, I was like, is
okay.
anyone gonna get to go before her? Or them? It, they, thing.
Very ad-lib map here.
Hope.
Do we get
No.
a surprise round since we just popped up on them? Kind of like those monks just did to us.
They were assassins, man. But yeah.
Door here. You're in the back room of the temple, we'll say. King Kong 8 barrels.
You can leave him on the screen here. I'll be need him in a second.
Okay, so I'm going to randomly pop you around. Whoops, I still in Connell, sorry about that. Omar. Random location is just all kind of close to Mara. Zayn Sangrey over there. Actually, no, they're going to be all close. It's all around that one particular thing. Hey, and let me roll the gnome in.
Nice.
Okay.
This just got so real. Like, we were just having a conversation a second ago about going to hell.
Where should we go? Where should we go? Problem resolved. Okay, I'm going to say Zayn Sangrey did have at least 6 seconds to work out what was going on. He was surprised. He's looking around, he's observing. He's not being surprised. Connor, you do pop up. You do see a startled Zayn Sangrey. You see everybody else around him. What do you do?
Yeah, whole monster.
Old monster. Okay.
Get him.
Hold monster. And
Not 7th level. Not 7th level.
Save 27.
Okay.
My lord.
Okay.
Yep.
Zayn Sangrey. Just you.
Oh, she's a monk. Yeah.
Out with you. And this is gonna say to Eden. Real loyalty, Slay. I know the darkness in you. Never me. Please make me a wisdom save. Oh, sorry, charisma. Take it back.
Oh.
Charisma. I'll let you get your natural 20 though.
Well, thank you.
Shake it off. Get sworn while I be there. Finished with you. Actually, gonna make it back. But I guess you're not concerned. This rather hastily constructed temple. Torin.
Yes. Oh, so he's running?
I just
In the
went to
corner.
Oh, that's cute. So I am going to cast Spirit Guardians on myself
Okay.
at 5th level. And then I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. I'll stand right here. Like here, actually. That way if he tries to run again, I'm still kind of in a good spot. And then, yeah, that's going to be my turn.
Torin cast up Spirit. What do your Spirit Guardians look like, right?
So it's going to be a bunch of shards from from the Moonweaver. So they are going to look like angels, but be like almost like Silver Surfers, if you guys have ever seen that. And they all carry maces that have like moon-shaped or like crescent moons shaped around the like ball of the mace. And they all like swarm anybody that jumps into it, like goes into it.
Nice. Okay, I have about 100 Silver Super comics stored in my parents' house, so I'm well familiar
Nice.
with Silver Super. In the forest, Zayn Sangrey is going to use legendary action. Okay, she turns her gaze towards injure. Let's try to injure. Succeeding. Towards a funnel.
Is it a spell?
The spell has no spell.
Okay.
Jesus. Spare me, Al. Charisma saving throw.
Oh yeah, my charisma sucks. Roll though.
That's a failure.
I think that's it.
Yes.
Okay. Egan. Give you a funnel when it's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Egan.
Alright, he's pretty happy to see them again. 45, run up, just attack. 19.
That's
Okay, one more. 24.
dots.
So it's 20 points of damage, and I'll put a stunning strike.
Yeah, just choose so what's the con save?
17. Jeez. Alright, I'll spend another key point and do. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that was right. I thought I clicked the wrong button.
2 unarmed strikes. Both
Oh,
miss.
both miss. Yep. In that case, I am just standing in front of her.
Okay, she will use another legendary action. So she did that. She's going to swing at you twice with her silver sword. Whoosh. It's 18 and 24. The 24 hits.
Yes.
14 slashing and 12 necrotic. And your maximum hit points decreased by 12.
Oh.
14 slashing, 12 necrotic, and a 12 necrotic is effectively perfect damage. Espion.
I can't really do what I was gonna do because there's people in the way now. I will move. Yeah, I'll move here.
Okay.
And then cast Blight.
Light.
Yeah.
Save for that is a con save.
Oh! That's a lot of
Ow.
damage, bro.
I was like, oh my goodness.
Exactly. Does she take half damage?
Oh,
Half damage.
That's still a lot.
It's-
yeah.
That was like a really high roll.
4 was the lowest. 1, 4,
7.
1, 5. That's crazy.
Got it.
That's my turn.
Sure.
As a bonus action, the holy wings of my queen shall sprout. And it's upper planes right now.
Okay.
And I will fly right next to this dumb bitch. And I'm just gonna be like, surprise, bitch! Miss me? And then I'm going to cast Booming Blade. And where is it? Where is it? There it is. And would I get the flank like this, or do I have to be opposite end? No.
Nope.
Okay. 23 to hit.
Does. Gonna add up.
So it will be the 14, 11, and then the 5. And then the 16 is if she moves.
14 levels. 30 damage. I got it. At the end of Indra's turn, take a legendary action, but before she does that, she says, "You're all a bunch of fools. You think you can stop me in what the sticky has in store for you? You are sorely mistaken. Your doom is upon you. Don't even ask the gnome. He can tell you." She teleports away.
Oh.
Before you ask, no. It's not a spell, so it's not counter-spelling. Oh, you can't counter-spell anyway, so there we go.
Yeah,
Can I still do my damage to her? It was a legendary action, right?
There's a legendary action.
Freaking legendary actions does she get? Dang.
Well, that was 3. She's 3 legendary actions, so...
Is this gnome, does it match the description of Copper Glitter Bell?
Who?
Yeah, who? What?
Also, does he have the crown on his head?
Yes, he does.
Well, that's convenient. Just gonna go take that.
So who is Copper Glitterbell, according to
Oh, it was from that message you sent me before I started as Indra. He was like in the Blight Shore making something, and
Yes.
then my god was like, "You gotta find him."
This is Copper Glitterbell.
Oh, nice. I don't even know what to say to you, but what's up, dude?
So am I still under an effect of it, or she's gone now, so the effect goes away?
Which effect?
I failed a will save.
The what, sorry?
I failed a will save. It said serve me.
For simplicity, yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're smacking you down and then healing you back up.
Yeah, right. Again. Not my mind.
That's a good point, though, but for simplicity's sake.
That's why I couldn't counterspell. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, that is true. So, for numerous reasons, she got away with it.
You guys want me to do a divine intervention myself?
Bring her back here.
He's so funny. She'd be so mad.
Like, this is just force cager, man.
Try. Are you trying?
Should I, guys?
I mean, it'd be
I mean,
funny.
It doesn't hurt.
They wouldn't come here because this is
Doesn't hurt
not
to
your
try.
this is not your place of whatever.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We just teleport to yours now. We just wreck all the frickin' temples.
Alright.
Sure, I'll try it. Might as well.
D100. Oh, Jesus.
Kidding me.
Stack back up, boys. We're going back after.
That's hilarious.
So I'm going to treat that as a...
She's just so confused.
The gods are against her, literally.
The Moonweaver blesses my steps.
It's
They're rolling initiative again, eh?
involved. I'm going to have everybody roll initiative again.
Alright.
The things have been twisted, so let's just roll again. Ooh.
Oh, I got worse.
Oh my
So
goodness, let's
bad.
go!
All got the same damn number.
Still first.
Take a 20 all
Oh.
day.
You have to cast Force
That's
Cage
better.
on your Tauren.
I don't have force
No.
cage. That's the
I
problem.
think I was on mute when I was saying, should we have gone to his temple prior to him praying for this?
I mean, Malcolm would have to flip the map over, but I think we know what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like the divine intervention, Torrin in a act of desperation to get this rather nasty person, just instinctively prayed to the Moonweaver, and what happened is effectively Zayn Sangrey's teleportation failed, and she just.
Oh, nice.
But due to the twisting of the divine things, and because I can't remember what everybody's initiative was, you keep on divine interventioning me. I keep in mind,
Right?
both you cannot cast that again for 7 days. That's the rule. If it works, you can't cast it again for 7. It won't work for 7 days. But Egan, Zayn Sangrey pops up right next to you. And
Holy
Connell, you are still under
shit.
her control.
Hey!
We'll put that out there.
Uh-oh.
Egan.
Alright.
Oh, actually,
Yep.
yeah. Well, Egan went last time, but Egan can go again because of the weird twisting of stuff.
Alright. Get behind her.
Mhm.
Hit her.
Okay. That hits.
Alright. And I will put a stunning strike.
Okay, con save. 11.
Nice.
And she will use a legendary resistance to choose to save that.
Alright.
Classic
17. I assume
Misses.
misses. Yeah, I will go into Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
This is the perfect killing music.
Oh, right. I'll change it back, sorry.
And
I'm down for it.
There
I
we
will
go.
put a stunning strike behind both of those.
I thought the combat was over. Okay.
So 2 more con saves.
Well, first of all, she takes and 2 more con saves. She 17 was the worst. Does that pass?
17 was what she needed.
Damn. So she does not get stunned. Right.
Would-
So I'm gonna move all the way up here. Question though. So is she a demon or what is she? Like, do I know?
Goliath.
Yeah, she's a Goliath.
She's bad.
So she's a humanoid.
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to do inflict wounds at 7th level. And I'm going to roll my lucky to make sure that hits. Because I'm pretty sure that doesn't. Come on, baby. Oh! Brutal. That's my turn.
It's her turn. She's
So,
bleeding.
question: did
Yep.
she take? She takes damage from my whatchamacallit now, right?
Yep. Roll the damage from you, please.
Yeah. So 19 points of damage if she fails her saving throw or her roll.
So, Torrin, you go up to her, inflict a wound. She dodges out the way. She's looking severely beat up. You see her starting casting her teleportation spell before one of your Moonweaver ninja silver serpent things come and smacks them. Now she's going to choose to make the saving throw. So the 19, it's reduced to what's half of 19 is 9. She had 8.
Yikes.
Oh my god. I thought I was gonna be able to kill her.
Just clutching
You get
up.
her?
Oh my goodness.
You got her.
Yeah, she was gonna teleport.
Thank goodness.
Awesome.
That's what she was gonna do, and I was saying, well, please miss on the inflict wounds, and you did. I thought, I got it. And yeah, you rolled slightly less on that Spirit Guardians who survived the average. But with that, Zayn Sangrey falls to the ground.
Yeah. The
Call me
guys
the
rule.
Goliath Slayer. Can I check her person and see what she has on her?
Sheesh,
Loot her
man.
body.
Let me
Search
just
her
go back
pockets.
to my peaceful music.
Ian will ask Mara if she has anything to take away, give my health points back. I don't know how to say that in a
Yeah,
non-meta way.
greater restoration.
Kill me.
I can do it
Yeah.
for you.
I also have it, so I'll just poof a greater restoration. It should work.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
I'm gonna look
Is
down
your-
at her dead body too and say, "Tremble before the consuming darkness. Your final hour has come."
Yeah, you got her. Wow.
Nice.
There,
I
right.
fist bumped Torin.
And this
You
is what
can
I
just-
love about D&D. I had several contingencies planned out. I had a monastery thing planned out. I had a thing at the pits planned out. I had all sorts of things. A showdown where Zayn Sangrey died inside of Mara's monastery temple at and, wherever you are.
Wow.
Port Damali was not one of them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, yes, you do find something on Zayn Sangrey. I need to do a little bit more thought about it, so I'll tell you what that is next week. She does have
That
some
works.
useful things, but
Yeah.
next week. Because, as I said, I planned for contingencies, but this was not one of them. She was not supposed
What are we doing now?
That is fair. Yeah, wait,
Well
do we
done.
have to go to hell anymore?
Well, she
Wow.
said there was doom that we didn't even know about.
And now we'll never know because she's dead.
Yeah.
The
Well,
moon fights
speak of
up.
dead.
I might be able to be of assistance.
Oh, where did you come from?
Now there is a lot that this gnome knows and can impart to you. Now it's late, and O'Connell's got a meeting in
Mhm.
in very shortly. So shall we leave this rather useful information that this gnome can impart to you?
Yeah,
We
we'll,
just
we'll
leave
leave
that
it
to
till
next
next
week?
time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
But it's going to be more than a 5-minute conversation with this gnome.
Oh yeah. I can't believe this, guys.
That was in-
2 divine interventions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like
I
pure
cannot.
luck.
One to get him here, and one to keep her here.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That was interesting.
Very interesting. Yes. Yeah. And the assassins were. I'll let you know. They were there to kill Connell specifically. And
Mhm.
once they killed Connell, which they almost did, apart from the contingency, they were going to get the hell out of there. And that's the job: kill and move on. They weren't going to take you guys on. But that's not how it worked out.
Nope.
Connell survived, thanks to us. And what's your contingency? Did you cast it again? Same thing.
Same thing. Let's tell you something different next week.
Okay,
It's too late for me to speak right now.
Till next week. But good session, guys. Nice to be playing with you again. And
Yes.
Agreed.
we'll,
Definitely.
get back to you. We'll see you next week.
Yes.
Take care, guys.
Sounds good.
All right, later, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, good night.
Bye.